My name is Grant White. I'm the Recreation Director with the town of Twillingate, and I also manage the Rockcut Trail system. Right now our Rockcut Trail system, by the end of the summer, should be about 25 kilometers of trail. So it's from French Beach to Kajaks Cove, Spiller's Cove. After that, in another few weeks we should be constructing a trail from Kajaks Cove to Little Harbor as well. There's also an existing trail at Little Harbor, and then I guess there will be a trail going from Little Harbor to Purcell's Harbor. So that will consist of, a 25 kilometer trail system. Obviously it's a beautiful coastal trail. 95% of the trail is coastal, with very few trails or parts of the trail that's inland. So there's a lot of sea stacks. Obviously there's an osprey nest here just really close to us. Inlets, coves, beaches. You have Spiller's Cove Beach, which is right next to us. We have Kajaks Cove Beach as well. There is a camping platform on Kajaks Cove Beach. There's another one right here. Actually, we're going to be naming our platforms after seabirds. So this one right here will be called the Osprey. The one at Kajaks Cove will be called the Gannet. And that will continue on throughout the summer. We're hoping to have 4 platforms by the end of the summer. Next year we're hoping to have more. But then it's going to be by permit only, and you're going to be able to access that through our new website, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So like I say, it's a great trail system. There's some trails that are part of the system that are quite accessible for families and young kids. For example, there's a boardwalk going into the Spiller's Cove Beach, which is quite easy and quite accessible, a short distance. There's another one at Lower Little Harbor, which goes through the Natural Arch, which is also, which used to be an old existing road, which goes through an old abandoned community, and also there's an nice old root cellar there, and then takes you to a nice beach. So again, easily accessed by children, families, people that maybe have some issues hiking some of our more extensive trails. And on the other end then, we have trails that are quite hard. There's some that are moderate and some that are difficult as well. So we have a trail that's basically for, all ages and all abilities. So we're here now. We're at the, entrance to Spiller's Cove Beach. Obviously there's been a lot of work by our trail crew. It's a great crew actually. We got steps entering this beach, which were hand-built. We have also steps to Kajaks Cove Beach as well that are hand-built. It's great for access for families, for beach fires, things like that. There's been a lot of work that's been ongoing by our trail crew. In some places there's ATV access, but in a lot of places there's not. So we're talking about bringing surfacing material in with galvanized buckets and handbars, and bringing in all the supplies to be building bridges and building platforms. And I want to thank them because they do a tremendous job, and the system is phenomenal so far, and work is continuing right now from Kajaks Cove to Little Harbor, and the same thing goes there. It's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of rough terrain, but they're continuing to brush cut the trail right now. So we're now still at Spiller's Cove Beach, but if you see a stake right here, this is actually a place where we're going to construct a artist easel. So again, something pretty exciting that we're going to add to our trails. In Twillingate, obviously art is extremely important, with Art at the Gate and also the Unscripted Digital Festival. So we're hoping, we've had some talks with some artists as well, and they can't wait till we put an artist easel right here, right next to Spiller's Cove. There's going to be another one at Lower Little Harbor as well. So camping platforms and artist easels, that's going to be a great addition to our trail system as well, and we're looking forward to it. Our trails, some of them have been always existing, but we really put a focus on trying to upgrade these trails, and I think the biggest thing has been marketing. And obviously we built a great brand, it's a great logo, a nice tagline, which is a walk on the edge as well. So I think we want to just draw those people in, and we got a lot of merch that we're moving forward with now, some t-shirts, some hats, and patches, and they'll be available, and they're also being sold at some of the businesses throughout town. Obviously hitting social media is big too. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and that's been blowing up lately, so that's a good thing. Another thing is, just in a couple weeks, hopefully just by the end of July, our Rockcut Trails website is going to be out. We got some new rack cards being developed right now, so we're hitting it, and we're hitting it big, and a lot of people got a good vibe about our logo and our branding and our marketing strategy. So we're hoping that we're going to do well, and we're going to draw more people to Twillingate. So right here, right now, again, we're at the entrance to another entrance point, for Spiller's Cove. Again, this is part of the 25-kilometer system that we'll have at the end of this summer. We want to circumnavigate the island, and hopefully that's going to happen in the next 2 years. So that's going to be a 52-kilometer system with mostly coastal trails, so that's going to be pretty exciting. We also have some great partnerships. Just recently, we partnered with the Oak Company in St. John's, and we have a Rockcut trail mix that they're making. It's actually sold in some stores in the Twillingate area right now. We also have a partnership with the local business in town that are making some mugs, some pottery mugs for us with the Rockcut Trails logo. And even better than that, I guess, with Split Rock Brewing Company, we have a beer, Rockcut beer, that's also being made as we speak. Actually, the trail committee were, they helped with the making of the beer, the canning of the beer, and pretty soon we're going to be labeling it. It's going to be ready for people to pick up soon. So there's been some great partnerships, and we hope that that continues. I also want to just speak briefly about some of the people that's been extremely important, I guess, prior to the committee that's that we have currently. But we can talk about Bert Stockless, and it's years ago now that he developed some of the trail systems around Spiller's Cove. The Bert Stockless Loop, I guess, that all the locals know about, and we're going to be creating some signage for that as well. And Fred Bridger and Tita, I guess they were instrumental in 15 or 20 years ago doing some signage and keeping people active on the trails as well. But also a big shout out to our current committee. We have a great committee, and like I said, with our new branding, our new signage, and our new marketing plan, I think that we're going to do quite well, and we're hoping a lot of people are going to come to our area to do some extensive hiking.